It's such a waste.
Things like this shouldn't be allowed to happen.
So young. So full of promise.
More just like that. Plenty more. I mean, you wouldn't believe the garbage we got for you tonight on the best of the worst. In your wildest dreams, you could not imagine going as low as we're about to go. How low, you ask? Well, just watch this. So you're probably wondering where we got that piece of footage. We had to head down.
And now, your host for the evening, and possibly longer, Greg Kinnear!
Hello, everybody. I'm Greg Kinnear. Thank you, and welcome to another huge, enormous helping of Best of the Worst, the show that makes the Soviet Union kind of look like it has its act together. Now, I don't want to waste... I know. I don't want to waste a lot of time with meaningless banner, folks. We're going to get right to it before I lose my nerve here. A couple of weeks back, we showed you some of the worst jobs imaginable. They were so awful, in fact, that a lot of people complained. Guys, this one's for you.
Hi, I'm Samantha Martin. For a living, I'm a rat wrangler, and this is my rat room.
Check it out. In a very small Chicago apartment, our girl Samantha rooms with over 150 rats that she trains for movies and TV.
Meet Ben.
Hi, Ben. Now think, where's the last place on earth you'd invite this woman? Good Lord, it's a children's birthday party.
My little rats will dress up in little wigs and costumes and jump through hoops and answer the phone. All the things that you really wouldn't expect a rat to do.
The kids are either stunned by those amazing rodent performances or possibly Samantha.
My job might seem disgusting, but at least I don't play doctor with chickens for a living.
Tad Miatani is a professional chicken sexer. His job? Separate male chicks from females all day.
Really serious job.
Yes, it is a serious job. Seriously monotonous. But not to Tad. He's been separating the boys and girls now for over 30 years. His job ensures that the chickens will mature separately. The females to lay eggs, and the males to watch football. Look like a boring job? Could be worse.
I'm Bart Buell, and I proofread phone books for a living.
Now, honestly, is this job possibly as dreary as it sounds?
I'm very picky, sometimes even apostrophes if they point the wrong way. I'll catch that, too.
Yes, it is as dreary as it sounds. Bart corrects errors in the telephone book.
On a good day, I could get through about 3 phone books.
At 3 phone books a day, Bart reads a whopping 250,000 phone book pages a year.
After reading for quite a lengthy bit of time, I'll just get up and take a break, visit the water cooler.
The Bartman, proof and phone books.
My job may seem dull, but at least I don't go sticking pins in little goldfish.
Hi, I'm Lily Wu. I prefer acupuncture with fish.
You heard right. Lily Wu is the only holistic animal acupuncturist we know. But she doesn't do house calls. No, you bring your patient to her office. That is, your goldfish. That's right. Grown men and women concerned with the well-being of their goldfish bring them to Lily Wu, who uses acupuncture to cure them of their ailments by shoving needles in their spines.
The fish, they cannot talk, but I can, from their action, they more swimming and they more go up and down. That means they have good feeling.
Of course it does. Are these fish happier? Who knows? But we did notice that Lily Wu is spending perhaps just a little too much time with the goldfish. If I bring up the topic of poetry, some of you might think of the works of Sylvia Plath or Robert Lowell. Others of you might think of verses like, "Here I sit, broken-hearted," etc. But I'll bet nobody thinks of this. In the wilds of Barrytown, New York, if you listen carefully, you can hear the call of a couple of strange birds. No, it's not Simon and Garfunkel on a bad day, but it is poetry. So they say, a new kind of poetry they've created that goes beyond the boundaries of language. Meet Charles Stein and George Quasha, professor and former professor of literature.
Is it poetry? Yes, it's poetry. Is it art? It's art. Is it philosophy? It's music. Oh.
What the hell is it? Well, they describe their work as a kind of verbal kung fu, incorporating expressive sounds and gestures in improvised performances. Kind of sounds like a Prince song.
Put your mind in blue sky. 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 Put your mind in blue sky.
Okay, guys. Apparently reciting sound poetry is a lot easier than writing it down.
I use vowels for vowels, consonants for consonants, and I try to make the way the letters look correspond to the way I feel about the sounds.
Norct act. Well, probably.
Oh, yeah, right. I think I got it now. Okay. Poets, huh? Look, we're not ready to call Charles and George the worst poets, but we did find some of their subject matter very inappropriate.
The best of the best, the worst is the worst of the worst. The best, the worst is the worst. The best is the worst. The worst is the best.
Sort of makes you wonder where all those education dollars are going, doesn't it? Well, we know where our best of the worst money is. It's sunk into the tripe you're about to watch. We spent $1,500 to send a crew all the way to Florida to tape this singing mynah bird. Oh, I could have sworn we took this out of the show. Here now, the singing mynah bird.
Simon is definitely a one-of-a-kind. We believe he's the only mynah bird in the world that can actually sing on time to music. Come on, Simon. Are you ready? Blueberry Hill. I've found my thrill. What you doing? What you doing? I've found my thrill. Simon. I've found my thrill.
Simon, this is television. Please.
I've found my thrill.
Yes, it is the singing mynah bird. Will the bird ever sing, you may be wondering? Actually, maybe you're wondering who gives a damn. Thank you. Folks, thanks for all those phone calls and faxes, but we're doing it anyway. It is the best of the worst news, and the worst part, it's absolutely true. Dateline, London, England. Queen Elizabeth makes an all-too-infrequent public appearance recently as she reviews her royal guard during her birthday celebration. Here, caught in an unguarded moment, the monarch reflects on the splendor of her reign. Please, Liz, next time at least take off the glove. Dateline, Mendota, California. An 88-year-old woman recently broke the world record for skydiving, parachuting 10,500 feet over central California. The elderly woman has also gone ice fishing, body surfing, and waterfall sliding. Unfortunately, the woman has been banned from the 1992 Olympics for possible steroid use. As reported in the Los Angeles Times, a Southern California researcher claims to see the face of Teddy Kennedy in this unretouched NASA photo of a Martian mountain. Proof at last that there is nightlife on Mars. Dateline, La Crosse, Kansas. The annual convention of barbed wire collectors was a bittersweet affair this year. The problem?
Our inability to interest younger people in this hobby.
Reports are unconfirmed that the young people were down the street at a fence post convention. Dateline, Plantation, Florida. Stick-up man is apprehended rather more quickly than usual. The reason? The robber, Ray Williams, had his name tattooed across his right cheek. Police denied he had the words "kick me" tattooed across his back. And that's the way it was, unfortunately. You know, every year there are a number of events that we all look forward to. The Super Bowl, for instance, the Academy Awards, certainly, the annual Madonna scandal. That is a pretty full dance card right there, no question about it. But all across the country, plenty of lesser-known events are taking place. And they're lesser known for a very good reason.
It's back, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. A disturbing and shocking look at the worst from that zany world of events and competition. Swallowing baby goldfish, bowling with frozen turkeys, and of course my personal favorite, licking cars with your tongue. It's all part of the embarrassing, though sometimes erotic world of worst competitions. Hey, it looks distressingly enough like bingo. And yes, it is bingo. But here in Indialantic, Florida, they don't play it quite the same way Grandma does down at the home. Geronimo, it's skydiving bingo. As men risk their lives, contestants root them on, all in the hopes of scoring that crucial G23. B17, N32, G11, bingo! Meanwhile, in Eagle River, Alaska, crowds gather for the Rotten Sneaker Contest. Where else can you watch grown men sniff tennis shoes? In public, I mean. And since this is Alaska, even reindeer were brought in as distinguished judges for this illustrious event. If you ask me, animal rights activists ought to put a stop to this. Kudos to winner Megan Mackey, a shockingly shameful distinction at such a tender age. Oh, how about those wacky Japanese? They've concocted an annual New Year's contest to see who can shout the loudest. The winner here hit a whopping 116 decibels. That's literally as loud as a Guns N' Roses concert. Now it's off to St. Moritz. In the Swiss Alps, the English are at it again, barreling down this ski slope in the most unsafe manner possible. It's a contest sponsored by London's Dangerous Sports Club. And remember, extra points for splitting your head open. Nice frontal lobe. And now, something completely American. Spam. More specifically, a spam carving contest. Contestants are ready, and they're off. Come on, carve that delicious processed meat food product. But carve it fast. Time is running out. Contestants slice away as the spectators look on hungrily. And time is up. Let's see, Uncle Spam? And this one's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, Spamhenge. And here's just a few chunks of Spam. And the winner, and our favorite, Spam E.T. So lifelike, so gosh darn spammy.
Now we pay oh, this is great. We pay another visit to the fabulous singing mynah bird. Please.
I found my thrill. Simon, you going to sing for us? Come on, Simon. I found my thrill.
And this is getting embarrassing.
Simon, too early in the morning for you? I found my thrill.
Come on, Simon.
Very proud to be hosting the show right now. That is the singing mynah bird, folks, and never, never work with animals. When we come back, we're going to show you the stupidest people tricks we could possibly find. Trust me, they make the bird look smart.
Max Factor International creates sheer impact. Makeup that looks flawless in any kind of light. New color and light lets light in, so skin looks flawless, indoors or out. New color and light from Max Factor, flawless in any kind of light. Impact, Max Factor International.
Summer vacationing, folks, nothing like it. In fact, we're using this extremely clever visual aid to set up our next segment. Where did you go for your summer vacation? Yellowstone Park, Williamsburg, Kuwait? Well, wherever you went, I hope you didn't go to some of the places we did. These have got to be the worst vacation spots in America. So come on, it'll be fun.
Yep, it's time to pack your bags and make one last trip to the bathroom. You're going on the worst vacation. That's right, AAA had nothing to do with this segment. Yes, Mom and Dad will glow with pride when they take the kids on a trip they'll never forget. Heck, it'll scar them for life. First up, Hollywood, the land of make-believe. Well, you won't believe you shelled out $30 when you take a tour of dead stars' homes in a hearse. That's right, it's Graveline Tours. You'll tour the exact spot where dozens of celebrities have died, been killed, or murdered.
This is where Peter Lorre died.
Who wanted to go to the beach anyway? Time now for some wholesome entertainment, and that means a trip to the heartland, Darwin, Minnesota. Yep, it's the home of the world's largest ball of twine, all 21,000 pounds of it. Yes, tourists come from blocks away to see this thrilling attraction, which stands as a moving testament to twine. Gee, the kids sure got a kick out of that one, huh? And I bet they worked up quite an appetite. Next up in your worst vacation, swing on by Lockport, Illinois, and visit Zimmer's Foods. Richard Zimmer is an unusual butcher who sells something to please every meat lover in the family. Yes, the kids will love the kangaroo tails. For Mom and Dad, there's freshly skinned rattlesnake. Or how about alligator snout at a low $9.95 a pound? What a bargain. Yes, at Zimmer's, they'll cut up any old animal and wrap it to go.
Delicious. It is delicious.
Okay, maybe that was a bit much for the little ones. Perhaps they'd prefer a nice, quiet drive through the country. Nah, I don't think so. Not on the worst vacation, anyway. So take them on down to Florida, Key Largo to be exact. Here, an incredible 5 fathoms deep, we found a hotel that is underwater. Kind of a Sheraton for scuba divers. A mere $285 will get you a room with a view. A breathtaking view of this. Well, that was kind of a letdown, but this next stop is sure to get a rise out of the family. Our worst vacation continues now to Fort Lauderdale to check out another state attraction. Now, we're not talking about Disney World, but it is a nude car wash. Experience the pulse-pounding thrill of having your car hosed down by a naked man. Well, that's good for the girls, but what about Dad? Well, he won't want to miss this adults-only donut shop. Boy, nothing like a pair of tarts, huh, Dad? Yeah, he's happy now. Well, looks like the trip's about over. But what's this? Dad doesn't know about the Limburger Cheese Museum? Yep, looks like the fun's just beginning.
Yeah, that's it for worst vacations. You know, the one good thing about a trip like that is not once will the kids say, "Are we there yet?" Now, in the old days, folks, our great-grandparents had vaudeville to entertain them. Sadly, television has destroyed that. Anyway, we've decided to bring vaudeville back our way with 2 of the best of the worst acts we have ever seen. First up here, Scott Wally Vassell. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for having us. Now, what is it exactly that you do?
Well, Greg, I'm going to take this metal fan and stop it at high speed with my tongue.
Now, how did you possibly deceive this idea?
Well, besides my father punishing myself when I was a kid, I started with a small plastic fan in college, stopping it with my thumb, and basically moved myself up progressively, and now I stopped this metal fan.
Okay, let's not waste any more time, Scott Wally Vassell. Let's crank this sucker up.
Put that on high speed.
Here we go, folks. Come on, Scott. Let's hear it for him, folks.
little slow motion replay. Here you go. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Let me see. You missing anything from your nose? No, you're okay. Get that puppy out of here. Thanks for coming on the show. Okay, believe it or not, folks, as if that were not the best of the worst to top them all, this next one is could even be a topper. We have with us Matt Love. And how you doing, Matt? Hello. Welcome to the show. And Dan Bennett. Yep, the Lawnmower King. That's right. How are you, Dan?
Just great.
That's a lovely vest you have on there.
Thank you very much.
What exactly are you crazy kids going to do here tonight?
Well, I'm going to balance this lawnmower on my face, and Matt's going to throw lettuce into it, and we're going to make coleslaw.
How did you possibly come up with this?
Well, I don't get out much.
Yeah, I would guess you got a lot of free time on
This is my time to shine.
Okay, let's set this baby in motion. Let's go.
Okay.
Where are you? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to toss a few myself, huh? All right. Crank it. Hold on. Careful now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Nicely done, guys. Yeah, best of the worst tricks. Only here. Have you been keeping up on our Mina bird?
We have.
Yeah, fascinating stuff.
Really good.
Let's see how he's doing.
Simon, I found my thrill. I found my thrill.
Holy smokes! Simon? Simon?
Yo.
Yeah! Okay, well, how about one more piece of really pointless live entertainment, if you can call it that. With me again, Dan Bennett and Matt Love. Guys, let her rip or whatever. Well, that is it for our show tonight, folks. So from the bottom of the barrel and the best of the worst, I'm Greg Kinnear. The worst is over. Good night.
If you want to tune into the best of the worst at the same time next Wednesday, you'll be missing 10 minutes of it. No mystery, it just starts 10 minutes earlier at midnight 30.